Asian food is just superior. I apologize, but it's true. Woohoo, party time. Enjoy your youth. Yay. Hi guys, it's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another mukbang. Today you're watching another episode of Munching Mondays, which is my mukbang series. Mukbang is an eating show, so we are going to eat together and we're gonna chat. So if that is your thing, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and thumbs up this video. And guys, as you've seen by the title, we are going to be having an Indonesian feast, okay? I ordered some delicious vegan Indonesian food from a local vegan restaurant. It's called Padmanadi, okay? So they are here in Calgary, Alberta, also in Edmonton, Alberta, and they're actually quite well known in Edmonton for I think many years. And they finally opened a restaurant here in Calgary and I ordered some of their Indonesian dishes. I am so excited, so hungry, so let's dig in, okay? But first, where's my phone? My phone! Phone, where are you, phone? Oh, there's my phone. First, let me just tell you what I ordered, okay? So let's see here. So first thing I have is rendang, okay? Sorry if I'm saying this wrong, but this is spicy Indonesian spiced beef with potatoes stewed in coconut milk, galangal, lemongrass, and lime leaves, okay? So we got that. Again, all vegan, okay? Just FYI. I also got some satay with peanut sauce. This is skewered pieces of vegan meat. This is plant-based chicken with peanut sauce, which is right here, okay? With the rendang or rendang or whatever it's called, I got some jasmine rice. Why is it so bright up in here? Anyways, and then I got this noodle dish. Oh, it's so heavy. This is kwetiau goreng. I can't say it, okay? Kwetiau goreng. Flat rice noodles stir-fry with assorted shredded vegetables and soy chicken. So, I'm hungry, so let's dig in, okay? Let's dig in and then we talk as we eat, okay? So first, let me try actually some of this skewer because it looks so good. Look at that. Oh, guys. So let's dip it in the peanut sauce. Oh, it's pretty thick. Oh, you guys. My friends, the reason why I'm having this Indonesian feast, I forgot to tell you, is I'm going to Bali in October, guys, on a vegan food tour, and you're invited, and you may have heard me talking about it before, but right now I have a $75 off coupon code, okay, $75 off the trip. I'll leave the code and the link below. And it's only valid, I think, until August 24th. And the trip is closing very soon. So make sure if you guys want to come along, okay, if you're looking for a trip this year, October, we're going to Bali again, vegan food tour. It's going to be so epic. 15 people have signed up so far. I'm so excited. I love Bali so much. I love Indonesian food. We're going to have such delicious food. It's going to be awesome. Guys, $75 off of the Bali vegan food tour. Link is below, info below. Sign up. See you in Bali. Let's eat. All right, now I'm gonna get in with the noodles. Ooh, these are like rice noodles, thick, flat rice noodles. Ooh, with vegan chicken. Here's the chicken. Got some of this rice. Anyway, super excited for Bali. I went last year and Bali is like vegan heaven, okay? Bali is awesome. And it's like its own little universe. It's great. I love it. I see why a lot of people like, a lot of influencers like go to Bali because it's so like, it's so aesthetic. Like it's beautiful. Everything is picturesque. It's very green. There's a lot of beautiful artwork. Balinese artwork is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let me eat this like, I think this is a beef piece. Let's see here. Kind of like a meatball. Potato. I love lemongrass. This is so good. This thing might be my favorite. I gotta start cooking with lemongrass because it's so good. But it's kind of intimidating. I don't know what it is. Okay, more of this stew and this rice. Ooh. This is good too. My friend, Asian food, I'm sorry. If you're not Asian, I am sorry, because Asian food is supreme, okay? Asian food is just superior. I apologize, but it's true. Let's get more of this skewer. Oh, dropped a piece. No, let's not lose this piece here. Oh, there we go. Like Asian food, I don't know how he did it, but we got it going on. I saw this TikTok. I'm just drinking some bubbly raspberry flavor. Oh, so refreshing. I saw this TikTok and it was like, when you're 2 weeks into your Euro trip and it's Asian food or else or something like this. And it was like a bunch of like non-Asians, it was like white people eating pho. And I can so relate to this, and it's funny because I thought, okay, I must crave Asian food because I'm Asian. So like when I do a Europe trip, even though I do love like Italian food, for example, you know, I love trying different foods from different countries. After a little bit, even in Italy, you know, even though I love Italian food, I need to go to an Asian restaurant. Like I need to go and eat an Asian meal. Otherwise, I will go crazy. Like I need some noodles, I need some rice. I will go insane, okay? And I'm glad that even non-Asians, and I've heard this from a few non-Asians as well, they also can relate. So I used to think like, yeah, it must be because I'm just Asian, so obviously I'm craving comfort food, and it must be the same, like, I don't know, maybe you're Jamaican and you leave Jamaica and you go traveling, maybe you just like miss Jamaican food, like you're gonna go crazy if you don't eat Jamaican food. Maybe it's similar if you're like Mexican, you go traveling in Europe and you're like, oh my god, I just need like a taco, otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. Which I'm sure happens, but I do think with Asian food, even if you're not Asian, it's more likely to happen. Does that make sense? I don't know. Let me know. If you are not Asian, do you feel like you need to have Asian food, you know? If you go without it for a long time, do you like crave it? Do you like need it? Let me know. That's cute. Like, my favorite food is obviously Korean food. To me, that's like, you know, definition of comfort food, right? I'm sure I've talked about it before. But like, generally, if I'm in Europe, any sort of Asian food will do for now. Mm. 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 Mm-mm. I'm gonna take one of these beef balls. Let's get some with the noodles. Ooh. Mmm. Mmm. And as a vegan, I feel like Asian food is extra good because a lot of Asian dishes contain naturally plant-based protein, like tofu in Indonesia, tempeh, beans even. Like, I grew up eating beans, tofu, even when I wasn't vegan. It's a very normal part of Asian cuisine. So it makes vegan food like extra good, right? Because we already know how to cook with tofu, you know? And a lot of, like, for example, Chinese places, they really know how to make mock meats really well, I find. Because I guess, like, because of Buddhism, the mock meat stuff is like more advanced in Asia, you know? You know? You know? Mm. Mm. Love these flat noodles. Oh, my fave. These flat rice noodles. Heaven. I'm telling you right now, I am in heaven. If you are a non-Asian person and you travel to Asia, do you ever miss like non-Asian food? I'm sure that also happens. I don't know. I'm sure it happens. Sometimes you just want like a pizza. You just want like a burger, you know? So maybe it's just, we just like variety. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, guys, I know last mukbang I was like, next one is gonna be another sushi mukbang. That did not happen. That did not happen. You know, summer is just getting ahead of me, you know? I feel like we need to do what I hear the French do. And Italians kind of do this too, I think. Probably Spanish people too. But basically, the month of August, nobody works. Nobody works. Everyone's off. I can stand by that. You know, ultimately, Europeans know how to relax. Us Asians, not so much. It's funny because like I was born in Korea, as you guys know, and now I live in Canada. I moved here when I was 8, and you know, moving to Canada compared to Korea, Canada is like paradise in terms of work-life balance and like students having freedom, things like this, because Korea is very much like a, you know, you gotta work hard, otherwise you're not gonna survive sort of situation, you know? So bare minimum is like you gotta work hard, you gotta study all the time when you're in school. If you're in high school, you're probably studying until 12 a.m. So it's a big problem. And if you're like working, I don't even know how much holiday people get, but like not much. And it's like very frowned upon to go on holiday for a long time, you know, stuff like that. So compared to that, Canada is very like, woo, work-life balance. Students, they get off school at like 3 and then you're like done. And then you have like 2 months of summer holidays and woohoo, party time, enjoy your youth, yay. So I grew up kind of knowing that Korea, like comparing Canada to Korea and like thinking, oh, I'm so lucky because like, you know, I didn't grow up in Korea where I would have to, you know, basically give up some of my childhood, not all of it obviously, but like I'd have to study so much more and there'd be a lot more pressure. So to me, it's like, okay, Canada's great. But then if we compare to like Europe and the way that they do things in terms of like work-life balance, there is even more in Europe. Canada has, I think, minimum holidays is like 2 weeks. Like annual. 2 weeks paid leave. And that's like by law. I think that's the requirement. And when I started working, I did work office jobs for like the first 3 years after I graduated university before I started this, you know. And my first job, I had 3 weeks holiday. So I was like relatively lucky. And I think there was like however many sick days. And I saw this like video where people were like, it's kind of crazy that, you know, they limit your sick days. Like your workplace can limit your sick days. You can be like, oh, you can only get like 6 sick days. And I was like, that's true. You know, it's crazy the things that we accept as normal. And then you actually like take a step back and you're like, you know, why are we limiting the number of days in which you are allowed to be sick, you know? Or that you should be able to take off when you are sick. Like, what if I'm sick with the flu? What if I have, you know, a virus and like I'm super ill? Like, am I supposed to like, you know, ration my sick days, you know? So it's interesting. Vegan chicken. So yeah, in terms of work-life balance, probably the worst is Asia, Korea, Japan. I mean, I don't know about work-life balance, but just in general, like, you know, the pressures of work, school, all that stuff. I think probably the worst, Korea, Japan. And then it's like Americas, maybe. US is definitely a little bit worse than Canada for sure. But Canada, I think because we're like right by the US, I think we're like kind of influenced by the US a lot. And then it's Europe, where it's like, oh, let's just take August off. Yay! Whew. getting kind of full. All right, let's get another little skewer. Oh. Dip, 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 dip. It's peanut sauce. Feel like I need more skewers for the amount of peanut sauce. Mmm. 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 I don't know how I got to this conversation, but let me know, guys, wherever you guys are from. Do you have pretty good work-life balance? What do you think? Because I say this all the time, but I'm like, we don't all need to work, okay? I hope we realize this. We don't all have to work. There is not enough work for 8 billion people, okay? There just isn't. There isn't enough work. This is why a lot of jobs, especially like 9-to-5 jobs, you know, office jobs, people are just kind of, you know, twiddling their thumbs, sitting in 2-hour-long meetings and talking about nothing important, you know, getting coffee for like 2 hours because they have to kill the time. They have to kill those 8 hours. 40-hour work week. Why do we need a 40-hour work week? Why does it have to be 40 hours? Doesn't make sense. Let me tell you. I have worked those 40-hour work weeks, and realistically, and I was a good worker, okay? Just to point out, my first job, my boss loved me. She was like, oh my God, you are so great. She was like, oh my God, you're the best. I was like a business development assistant. I was a great worker, okay? I got all the work done. It's not like I was like slacking off and not doing the work. I got all the work done and more, okay? I was doing everything that was required of me of the job, and I was doing a good job, yet the amount of time I actually worked in the 40-hour work week, honestly, probably, maybe, if I'm pushing it, 8 hours. Yeah, like 8 actual hours of like full-on work. Like I could have probably done all that work in like 8 hours, okay, if I was just like being, you know, just working. But yet I had to sit there for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, working away. And I'm like, why am I here? I got all my work done, you know? And even like I've had other jobs where, again, probably working 2 to 3 hours a day. That's like me elongating the work, right? Like I'm doing it slowly because I'm like, I gotta kill time over here. You know, I got 8 hours. I could probably realistically, if I hurried or did it in a normal speed, I could probably do this in like an hour. But now I'm gonna sit here with my oatmeal in a jar. I'm gonna check my emails very slowly, read through all the spam, all the marketing emails, you know, just like go through all that really slowly type out my to-do list. You know what I'm saying? That I'm like, I'm making the work, you know, longer, because I'm like, if I do this quickly, I'm gonna have to kill like 7.5 hours, and I don't know how to do that. So anyways, that's just me as an example, but I know that other people, same shit. I remember my first job, like I would just like email my friends that are also working 9-to-5s. Like we just email each other back and forth because it's like, what are we supposed to do? There's nothing to do, you know, and it's not like I'm slacking off. That's the thing. It's like, okay, I could always find work, but like, can I always find work? Anyways, but I will say one thing. When I used to work 9-to-5, my life was meticulously organized, okay? Because I had so much time to do personal admin at my office job. I did. So much time. Like, I remember I went on a Euro trip during the time I was like working at my first job, and I planned the entire trip at work. The entire trip. I had everything planned, so well planned out, because I had so much time at work, you know? Now that I work for myself, my life is not organized at all. Because now it's like, when I'm working, I'm actually working. And to be fair, I do more work now, like as a self-employed person, than I've ever done in my 9-to-5 jobs. Because like, this is like a job that I created. This is a job that like, I kind of like made into a job. Like I turned a hobby into the job. I'm very lucky to do what I do. So like now, like when I'm working, I'm actually working. I'm not like, you know, just sitting at work, you know? So, but the problem is, like we all gotta work because of the system that is in place, right? Like we all gotta work because we all gotta make money. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna make up these random jobs, which is probably why a lot of us are just sitting there twiddling our thumbs with nothing to do. There's only so much you can do. There's only so much product. There's only so much service. There's only so much work you could give to 8 billion people. So anyways, I don't know what the point of that was, but it's a little food for thought. So guys, I am full, stuffed. Actually, I'm very, very full, and that was delicious. And I will be saving the rest for later, okay? And now I'm ready to lay down and do nothing for a little bit. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this mukbang and our little chat. Make sure you leave me a little comment below letting me know what your thoughts are on any of the topics I discussed, or maybe you just want to say that food looks great, yay, whatever you want to say. Leave me a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe for more mukbang videos and also other awesome vegan content. And once again, you can get $75 off of the Bali trip. There are only 6 coupon codes for the $75 off, so make sure you grab it now if you want to come to Bali with me in October. Again, the link and the info and the coupon code will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys in Bali. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!